It's Tuesday, July 21st. I almost said June, but it's not June. It's July 21st, uh, 4:40 p.m. So I've gotten some really good stuff from. I just wanted to get my thanks for one thing, but there's a church down the street. I don't want to have them get blasted with whatever. Like I don't, I think they do a lot of charity. Like they actually people get groceries throughout the month there, but you can only go once. But look at this. I just have to show this off. These are eclairs and like the puff pastry things. This is like the fanciest ho-ho type of thing, I guess. It's chocolate. It's super, it's delicious. I didn't try everything yet, so it makes me sound like such a big cow or something. Like, no, not really, actually. Because first off, I didn't eat right away today, and me and the baby went over to the church. We got some stuff. We had to wait a little bit, and I'm not about to run through the whole situation. But, like, it's good stuff. Get stuff from Wegmans and things like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm grateful. I just mostly wanted to show you guys and have these memories. I would have just made a video. But yeah, you can see it's raining and I'm talking. But you can also see me. And you see the rain. You hear it and you see it. So you see that green right there. I took the baby. They're like one's running through there. I probably would take her more, but usually this is like heavy traffic right here, so it would make me nervous. I'm getting a little more comfortable with, whatever. I just know what times is when it's more busy and when it's not or something, but so if you didn't know, I'm here temporarily. I'm looking for a bigger, I need something like an actual house, because it's not just me and my baby that exist in our family. My family consists of me and my children. I'm not with my older daughter. I have 3 daughters and an older son that I'm not with their father. But, him and his wife are obviously as much a part of my family. And they are doing a lot right now. They're not complaining about that, I'm not, like, what can I can't help out a lot with the kids right now, so, but they're not complaining. They understand. If anything, they're just helping me to get a new house, So I'm very grateful for them right now. Obviously, I'm grateful for God. He got me out of that situation. I was, like, it wasn't like, it's just, when you're a good person and you're not doing stuff to put yourself in bad situations, it's not fair. Like, when people are all kinds of better, then maybe you could enjoy looking at it. But I can always turn around too, and you can see both. So I think maybe I might do that if I didn't feel. Well, that's the beautiful thing about a camera. Like, if I was to do that, and I'm filming, like, I would see if somebody was gonna walk up behind me anyways. But you know what I'm saying. That's not really my concern or anything. I'm not concerned about something like that, but anyways, I'm just not here to look crazy. This is not, like, projection it's out there. Like, people try to project their feelings onto others, like, or get something. Now, don't get me wrong, I be having some rough days or at times. I don't even want to say days, because it's not like that for me. I mean, I think it is a spiritual thing. The better, it's work. You have to keep doing the right thing, but you have to take care of yourself. Like, ain't nobody want to be up in somebody's face and they don't want you around, or you don't want them around. Like, no matter where you live, you know, you gotta live somewhere, right? And you're gonna have neighbors wherever you are. And shit, like I said, I don't have a problem with nobody. I don't want any drama, and if somebody bring it, they gonna look stupid, and that's kind of my point. Like, I don't want any of that. And maybe that's why I handle the shit. That's why I always win, if that makes any sense, because I'm not chasing people for the wrong reasons or burdening people. That's not my goal. If anything, just be glad, I guess, that I'm not like that. But at the same time, I sure ain't stupid, and just because I don't talk about everything that is said or done or whatever with everybody, it's just very peaceful. It's actually quiet. Should we go in the park to see how far I can take it? Oh, that's so funny. Just to give you something better to look at, maybe. I don't know. Look at that tree up there. I don't know. Oh, here you go. That's better to look at. If you can hear the rain, I can go out here a little bit and get it. You can still hear it good, right? I'm just right in my freaking door stuff, like, yeah. Just chilling. But yeah, through time, as you get older, you learn how to deal with everybody, or not deal with people, or whatever. It's not even about that. It's about life. It's about, we all have to focus on our own selves. And yeah, it's like the balance. You focus on yourself, you mind your own business, but then you still have to give back and give a shit. You can't just not care, you know? So those two things. But yeah, I know people want reaction from me, but if anything, people want answers. And that's why I'm talking right now. God wanted me to talk. I wanted to do that too. I mean, I like to do these things for him because I'm not the only one, you know. That's a fact. I never like I said this before, that I never put myself on a pedestal. God did that, or whatever. It's like, now these bitches gonna play blast their music because they probably know I'm on here, but I'm not gonna assume. That shit loud as hell though, dude. This shit loud as hell. I thought that was from way across. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so there's not the bras. Well, that's good news, because I just can't with the creepy fucking shit. There's just some guy had a speaker in his pocket on his way to wherever the fuck he's going. I don't know. I've never seen that guy in my life. I don't know. Anyway, speaking of guys, I just want to say this and get this out the way, because without actually, because I'm not God, so I can't hear everything. Like, if I really wanted to hear something, like, I could get a whole video displayed for me, but I don't need a lot of time and shit. I don't want God to waste his time on stupid shit. He could just let me know some shit. That's fine with me. You know, production value isn't this, you know, like, the important thing is the message gets through. I'm just saying, like, if you really follow me, go on my, um, if you go on my Facebooks, you'll see how much, well, not just Facebook. On YouTube, I talk about Q. I mean, you guys all know who Quinning is. So, and I obviously, when I talk about Q, and I'm not talking about the baby Q, because if I'm talking about her, I'm going to say baby Q. But I don't really call her Q all like that. But she knows she's baby Q because she's Quinning, and she knows her dad. Anyway, or she knows his name is with the, how the similarities. So anyways, those are two very important people to me, along with the rest of my children and amongst a bunch of other people. I don't want to start going on and leave people out, so I'm going to just leave it at that, because I didn't say all of my kids' names, but you guys know, if you do. But yeah, lots of love, obviously. That's the point. Me and my kids want to go on with our life, or, this is like a little hiccup in history, like a pause, but I'm not going to say, I said I was on vacation, whatever. Vacation's fucking over, I'm ready to go, whatever. You know how summer is always kind of like a vacation experience, even if you don't go anywhere much. Find the time to do something fun or enjoy it at least a little, whatever. But, yeah, it's been alright, I have fun with the baby every day, so, stress can be something, and it can be, the more isolated sometimes it's hard, that you gotta be right within. You can't lie to yourself. I think that's just a big truck making noises. It's a FedEx. I just thought of Castaway because of FedEx, and then now I'm thinking about Wilson. So yeah, my baby, she's asleep. She rocked out. We had an interesting day. Went and got, there's some stuff. Free food. There's nothing wrong with going to a pantry once a month. When you can, or you need to do that. Nowadays, a lot of them are pretty nice, but again, you don't have to, whatever charity is available, it's okay, go ahead and get it, but you obviously don't want to abuse the system, because there is, I just feel like when I had more money, I don't even go and eat places for free or something like that, but I could, or something. I could be like, oh yeah, and use that excuse because of the hotel, but for me, it's about how I feel, not just how I feel, but I'm just saying that what I'm speaking of, or I was gonna buy a stroller at somewhere, and then I couldn't over there, so I just don't even want to get into it. I'm not trying to disrespect St. Vincent's. I like St. Vincent's. They have hand-me-down stuff, but it's people who need a meal or whatever, and it's free and stuff. They're very nice, and yeah. What I'm saying is that I had went there to see if they had strollers, and they didn't, and that was early anyways. This was yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. They didn't have them. I'm like, womp womp. But anyways, I was just like, whatever, so I'm out, and we was going to the library, so we did that right after that, and me and the baby, we had a great time. We made some music. She was on some tracks with me. Here comes that music again. Good. I thought he had a blunt as a Black and Mild. Black and Mild, it's always it's just like a calming smell. Sometimes the cigars. I'll just say this since I'm talking about it, in case anybody didn't know. if you like to smoke a black mouth, you're not really supposed to inhale, I guess. You're supposed to just kind of, it's supposed to be a tasting it, and then when you breathe, because you're breathing it in still anyways, but cigars are strong. I was just throwing that out there. I feel like maybe you could do that and then hit it lightly, like the black and mild. Like, I mean, just saying, I don't really smoke black and milds, but I mean, I have, like, I would maybe, but because I smoke weed, I don't even want to get caught up in that mess. I haven't smoked any cigarettes in, like, basically almost 10 years, really, because I quit. Thank you, Quentin. I will say thank you. It is because of you, and you know what you said, you know what you did, you know what you said, you know. I'm not even going to say it out loud on here because it's funny, but no, it's too much. It's too much. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all. He did not. He didn't do nothing wrong. There's no mind control, okay? Just like God is a choice. Like, when people give you advice, you can take it. But if you don't take it, and you know you should, then don't get mad later type of thing, I guess. But also, you don't want to shit on good people, and I'm saying this too. It's funny I'm saying this, how I'm saying it, when I'm saying it, the way I'm saying it, because just like I'm a good person, Quentin, he's a good person too, of course. Why would I have to lower myself to anything less? Like, no, of course, that's the point. He's not less. He is more. He's for me, perfect for me, and I'm not saying this because I had any issues with anybody either. What I'm trying to say is, like, I blocked a bunch of people, women too, yes, women too, and not like on that kind of level. Like, no dating. I wasn't dating any of these people or anything like that. I'm just making a point. People act like slavery, like on a friendship basis these days. Like, or I'm not, well, I guess it's like a clout thing because who I am. Like, sometimes people like lie about me, and like I just feel it. Like I said, God lets me know without having to make, like, whatever, you know, you get your answers. That's a beautiful thing, and God is a choice. But it's a much better life. And like, you know how when you just start something and then years later, like, oh, look at, I'm really good at this or something. It's like that, where you just keep advancing on levels. It's like video games, like getting through the levels and stuff. And somebody just said something about they said something about being 3D, and then they're like, oh, that's what it is, I'm 5D or something, like not fitting in, sort of, they're saying, or something like that. Not like, I don't know, it's something like that. Who fucking knows? There's so many damn dimensions, isn't there? It's probably a lot more than that, right? Just think about it, the word dimensions, and then they're talking about different dimensions. Like, I'm thinking of Rick and Morty now, but that is a great show. I'm just gonna say something real quick and just throw it out there since I'm on my little rambling shit right now. Sometimes when I'm hungry, I'll burp like that, like how Rick burps on the show. Like, and I think that's why, I'm just telling you, that's why he's burping like that. And I was watching something, because I have like all these spirit guides up on my algorithms and stuff, but one of them was talking about they get spiritual burps, and you'll know who I'm talking about, because basically the person is saying they get the spiritual burps. So, and you can hear it, or they're saying that's what it is, identifying it. Anyways, it's kind of peaceful to just be able to sit kind of outside and get some air and not have any drama. I'm not saying anybody's been bothering me here lately. We already know about the fucking complaints with the baby, but since then there hasn't been any. Since like I said, like, you see, I documented this shit because So we're very clear and specific. Do I want to throw shade on my name or my daughters? No, I've been upfront and clear about just whatever, like anything. But again, I'm not saying anybody in general, I'm just saying in general, not any particular person. People have communication issues. And for different reasons, but a lot of people usually are just, different issues, I guess, covers it to say it like that. Excuse me, but you see how I was before I moved, very much to myself. Why? Because of, not because I like the post-traumatic, the aftermath of trauma, but just the fact that they try to keep making it a thing or keep it going. That's why I can't stop talking about it, and I try to explain that to people. So, like, no, believe me, or don't get me wrong, nobody's being rude and telling me to shut up and stop talking about this shit. But I think the older generation might not understand it as much, but they're getting there because you can't deny it. It is what it is. Like, when this isn't part of my life anymore, then I can stop. You know what I mean? When I can relax or rest or like have normal life things going on with my kids and everything, and be able to, like I said, relax and just enjoy life, but also be able to have that stability to push forward to do these things that I've been working on. And it's not cool that nobody really takes this shit seriously. The people that could, like, they don't care about their futures because they don't realize they could be making history, like doing something big. And that's what's holding people back. They don't have faith in God, apparently, because if they can't have faith in me and what I'm doing, that, they don't. It's not like anybody is sitting here telling me I'm lying or I'm full of shit or anything. Like, nobody's doing that because they know that's not the case. But so since this is real, then, let's not just be like, oh, is this for real? And then pretend like there's not a problem or not a threat. And that's kind of what I've been doing today, is kind of, not saying I'm going up to all these people randomly and telling them to watch out, but we'll just say I told a group of people earlier that God wanted me to warn people. I know I made that little face. I just, but yeah. And believe me, it's really not funny. It's more sad, but I shouldn't have to be feeling shitty and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of, like, things just could be cool, smooth, and stuff. Like, this lady said today, she's from over the church, but she said, June, thank you, June. She said to enjoy the rest of my month. And I said, you know what, I will now. Because it's like, good food always helps. But it's just take a second of your time to give a shit about others and say something nice, or just show people that you hear what they're saying, that you give a shit, is the fucking gist of shit. So that's one thing God wants to warn people about. Like, I feel all of this, so if it feels like, oh, it's just all coming from me and my personal opinion, yeah, it kind of is, but it is God. It's God. I know what I'm saying is true, that it's coming from God, what He wants, but I feel this, and I feel better after I talk about certain things, or I do certain things, whatever God wants me to do at the time and stuff. And I'm not the only one, like I said, about the spiritual shit. Like, when God calls up, He was like, you need to do this, you need to say this, and blah blah blah. It happens. Like, or you have, you know, like, you feel better after you, because you know you're doing the right thing. It's, I don't know when things started to get really shitty and get more shitty or lackluster, and here comes the rain again. What I'm trying to say is, like, I'm not sure when people kind of regressed, degressed, whatever the fucking word, like, lowered their standards, lowered their, like, it, oh god, you see how the rain is just coming down worse. It's a lot, like I said, when you need help and the government gets these money, this money is money is whatever they get, it's supposed to go towards different subsidies, like different things, charity things and stuff to help people or whatever, and then they don't even give it to people. So it's all a fucking lie, and I'm gonna expose it, and it is what it is. I do believe that's why only reason I ever had to live here in this hotel is to just so I could say, yeah, that's the truth. They're telling people that they can't help people and they have to be homeless before they can help them. But guess what? Then you, quote unquote, become homeless and they still don't help you. So if they're saying something and it's a total lie and they're not actually helping people, where's that money going then? That the government is supposedly actually receiving. You see how dark and dreary it is, how this weather and everything is just crazy looking right now. It's so yeah, I'm hopeful that I'll be out of here for the first, you know. You can't let, like, just, you can't let the stuff you got, whatever you've gone through in the past, you remember it happened. The stuff you went through that's bad, and it happens for a reason. It might not, you might not even be there yet where you feeling it and you're like, this is fucked up. But also, don't let no entity attach itself to you and make you feel depressed, or like you need to be around good people and get good vibes. You need to let it out too. You got to say things that people need to, you know, if they're fucked up and they're shitting on you, or just cut them off altogether. Blocking people is freeing. Like, so back to what I was saying about guys and the weird, like, girls too are weird too. Like, are we cool or are we not? A friend is a friend. Like, and who's this? Like, what are we doing? See, that car's just like slowly just eased. It's sad. I don't know. I'm not trying to start anything, but it's just sitting there and it's still, whatever. It could just live there. I said it. It's a car. It's not alive, is it? But anyway, yeah, they're like, they just eased forward a little bit too. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to assume anything. I don't care. As long as people aren't bothering me, it's just like, no, somebody's like lives there. They were probably settling. They got their trunk open now. So obviously, anyway, I just wanted to point out the red, white, and blue thing, or red, blue, and white, red, and blue, whatever. Stupid. I don't know if anybody else besides me has noticed all. There's always white SUVs, black SUVs, blue SUVs, red SUVs. That's all I'm gonna say. And like, then you got your white vans, unmarked vans, and all kinds of weird shit like that. There's a lot going on out here. Oh, you got some gray. You got different color SUVs now. You got some other ones, or people have, like, you know, trucks and shit. It's just, you don't really see a lot of actual regular cars anymore. You see some, but should we count cars and SUVs together? Like, I'm just saying, like, you want to make the most of your time, at least enjoy it. Sometimes it can just be stupid like this. It's about how you feel, not feeling like shit, because it's not worth it. Look how fucking dreary this shit looks. Like, let me just show you. Like I said, I'm not worried about somebody coming and rolling up on me. Like, oh, what you gonna do? No, I'm just playing. No, ain't no. That's what I'm saying. Ain't no. But I just wanted to see just how dreary it really looks. But yeah, see, you can't. There's no. It's pretty fucking dreary. But it is dark in my room, so that's why. See, there's still some sunshine on my face. So it's not too bad. Here I go burping again. No, don't get me wrong. I didn't eat a lot just yet today, but that's every day. I don't really eat a lot at once or whatever. I don't know. It's just my appetite has been weird most of the whole time I've been here. Because my mind and my body aren't stupid. And like, I know I'm where I am. And I know, like, I was ready to move out of that house. And that's fine. So I'm in transition. You know. But I do think, like I said, I'm just ready to move forward. It is, you know, and I'm glad somebody told me to enjoy my month, because I think the whole thing with isolation is like, you can isolate yourself, or some people can try to isolate you, but you are you, and you're in control of your emotions and what you do, and people will project or try to project their feelings on you. You can choose to say something to them and address things, or talk to the world or whoever, talk to somebody. Or you can just, like I said, you can block people. I blocked people. That's what I did. For example, without having to get detailed, because these people, it's not worth it for me. I'm not here, like, I wasn't born to go and, like, I'm not gonna, like, I don't wanna, like, it's not cute for me. And God, I know God doesn't think it's cute when your friends act shitty or something like that. And I'm not here to be somebody's clout or something, and that's the reality of it. Like, don't text me, call me with that bullshit to, like, try to impress somebody else. Like, that's weird. Like, you're supposed to try to impress me or something if you really was vibing. And it's like, and I don't mean that in a weird way, because obviously I have a man and stuff. But I think that's really the real problem for some people. But even if I didn't, they would still act weird because they know I would still be myself. So that's the reality. And what did I just say? I summoned it. I manifested a white van. I don't need a white van. Thank you though. How about my brand new beautiful home and car and lots of money and obviously all the protection, but and I don't have to manifest my man. He always, you know, he already knows if I annoy him enough. I'm not annoy him, but I'm like I was gonna say bug, but like a bugaboo. I'm a bugaboo. Like, anyway, no, it's not even like that. That's the whole point. I'm glad I'm like, I know it's not like that with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're with somebody and they don't make you feel like, it's just a weird thing. It's like a really deep feeling that you know this person really loves you, and like, you just know that nobody is better for them. Like, you're just perfect for them. That's kind of what, that is exactly what you want. Not just kind of, but I mean, I was saying it like in a silly way, like, it's kind of what you want, you know, like, you kind of want to do the right thing. And like, if you had a bad relationship and you learn through time, like, oh, okay, things are getting bad, I don't like this, it's not good. And it always is gonna be like that and towards the end of a relationship. Once two people realize that it's not right, then But at the same time, I wish that, well, I'm not making an actual wish, like, and waste a wish or something, but at the same time, there's so many things that I don't have to wish. I can talk, and people are going to learn. God lets you, you know what I mean? People learn their lessons and don't want to live like that. Like, people can know you're not good for not that you're bad for them, but you're just not their soulmate, and they still, like, just want some damn clout. And that's what I'm kind of talking about. Like I said, I know it wouldn't matter if I had a man or not, as far as when it comes to the behavior of some of these fools. They know that they can't just run game with me, and because I'm not doing that with them, but they don't realize that. They don't really think about that. There goes another. That's another. This one has black bars. Oh, it's in here. Let me stop. Sorry, people. Okay, I apologize to whoever the hell that is. You see, I'm not invading people's personals. I mean, whatever. It's just, you know what I'm saying? You see how the world is, like, we kind of learn what is good, what is right. There's so many things. It's like, it's insane to think about all the things we have to figure out. Like, just think about the world and, like, all the things are going on all at once. Electricity, running cars, all these things all the time. It's okay, yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, bear with me. So yeah, peace is important, but it's not that hard to get, but it can be if you done fucked it up for yourself, if that makes any sense. It's good to have friends, but you gotta find that place so you can take care of yourself and rest too and stuff. But also, like I said, God has messages. You want to smoke weed, drink, fine. I'm not going to sit here and talk about people and their substance abuses stuff, but just know that put your children first. That's all I'm going to say regarding any of that stuff. Because like I said, I don't do none of that. I hardly even smoke weed all like that. Like, it is a medical issue for me. Like, that's why, and yeah, I don't really have any right now, and maybe if I didn't have the medical issue, I'd still have more, so, but whatever, it is what it is. I'm not gonna spend money that I need to spend on my child, so it is what it is, and that's okay. Again, it is medical. It's just that I'm probably gonna be tense for a little while or something, but I'll just do my best to stretch as much as I can and stuff like that. And I just hope I don't have any actual serious medical issues in the next week or so. It kind of sucks. Like I said, but yeah, this has been good. I always make sure I'm stable for my kids. That's very important. But it's like, I need to take it further. Right now, this is not like what, like, I provide the stability, if that makes sense. But yeah, a house is pretty important, and it does irritate me that this happened. Had to happen. considering where I moved from or the situation, but at the same time, they can't put their chaos on me anymore. They bet not, or they will go to jail, because there's no... I put so much of a big wedge between them. Like, there's none of that. Like, it's only gonna get bigger of a gap, a wedge, or whatever. Like, if you come near me, you'll fall into the earth or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the street beneath your feet is gonna fall, and you're gonna fall underneath the earth. It's like that. Like, I am being a little dramatic saying that, but I'm talking about my parents and sister. Another fucking van. They are around, or that might even be, it's not the same one too, because the one that was here left. I know, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to document people's fucking shit here. Like, that's what I'm saying, I'm my fucking business. But since I brought up the white van thing, I just thought I would, you know, show you guys what I'm talking about, because I'm not just saying things that aren't true. Yeah, so you guys know I had a tooth pulled. Tomorrow will be 2 weeks ago, because yeah, it was a Wednesday. It was June 24th. It is now July 21st. Yeah, so why did I say, maybe it's 3 weeks then, I guess. It's here. So yeah, no, I'm not having migraines. So at least, you know, I got through that, and that would suck if I had ran out of weed and I still had that problem, but no. So just remember, whatever problems you have, like, everybody has problems, and it's like, you have them because you're always going, like, there's always going to be things going on. Like I said, electricity is running and, or something, like, flowing, or like the world is flowing and moving, and that's the key word. It just keeps moving. So, but yeah, each individual, no matter how special they consider themselves, or how privileged, whatever they have, how comfortable they are, no matter what, it's still, everybody's got problems to deal with. Like a problem, for example, the smallest problem, not the smallest, but, oh, you're hungry, you better eat something. You have other people to, you know, if you have kids, you gotta feed them, you know, shit like that. It's just a reality. But yeah, like today I went and got stuff, and I'm glad I did, because if they wanted, they could have told me to come back in a week, and that would have been okay, but I didn't have to do that, you know. Instead, I can enjoy things now, and I had a good, enjoyed my day so far. Like, I did rant to some people, like I said, a group, and it made me, then, like, later, it made me think of that movie with Ice Cube, and they in the church and all that. But it's not like, it's just like, I felt like kind of rude, but I don't like to be in a room with a bunch of people, and, like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't, when there's, like, even a little bit of bad vibes or something, but that happens, it's life. But I'm not trying to fight or argue with anybody, and if I have to be 100% quiet, I could do that. Like, if it's really that serious, like, I'm not going to be treated like a child, but you know what I'm saying? You make your choices in life, and like they say, you make your bed or whatever. So if somebody is in charge and they're a total ass, and that's what it is, then that's, you're not saying they're at, like, just depends what the situation is. You know what I'm saying? A stickler, like, that's fine to an extent with certain things, but my parents, my sister, they're nonsense. It's like, I just had to bring them up because, like, they think people just have to be exactly the way they want them and be a damn puppet. And I'm not their fucking puppet. And they didn't give a fuck about me or my kids, and they probably never fucking will. And I mean, I would be surprised if they ever do give a fuck. Then they just want something from me, like that's what it would be. If that ever happens, it's because they know they fucked up and they want me to take care of them or something. No, you didn't take care of me ever. Look at how I look now. Yeah, and this bitch is up on my YouTube, on my live. I had the first live from when I was in the hotel, and I know that was my sister talking about, oh, you look like shit, or my mom, because they're the same damn person anyways. They're not really, but they practically are. Just like my sister's husband is just like how my father is. This is how they feel all happy about, whatever. That's what they want you to think. They go and party in my old house now. I haven't got to see my kids in 2 months, but they have seen them on their little visits. And I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not in trouble with anybody. I moved. You see what I'm saying? They've done so many things throughout my life to disrupt my peace, my kids. It's not funny or anything, but I am just trying to stay light-hearted about all of this. That's their problem. So I do appreciate everybody's nice words today that I talked to, and people try to get through. People try. That's what it counts. What is important is that you do try to, even if you don't always, you might not have the advice, you might not, the fact that you care, when you try to reach inside of your heart or mind, your soul, and give somebody even real, actual empathy, it's appreciated. And God will give you some kind of word or the feeling, just be able to give that to the person, from you. And that's beautiful. It's just showing, it's compassion, just showing some kind of understanding. It doesn't have to be super fake, it doesn't have to be all superficial. It doesn't have to be a certain way necessarily. It's if you give a shit, you give a shit. And that shows. Clowns and I don't know, I just checked on people. Let's just say I wasn't a total asshole, but it's people get brainwashed or get comfortable and stuck in and they don't realize it does matter who you surround yourself with. It doesn't mean that you can't have friends or you got to get rid of friends, but you got to expand, on some of that. That's what I'm saying. You want to grow and progress as a person, and not to keep sounding so psychology but it is what it is. But I mean, I'm just looking at myself right now. Maybe it's just my face right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if I lost some weight or whatever. I forget exactly what I was going to say about psychology. That's why I didn't say anything. I'm just tired of feeling like shit. Another white van with the black stripe. I said it I don't talk like that. So first off, I'm fucking black as fuck. If you didn't know, now you do. I don't know if I necessarily actually, I don't know what my heritage really is until I get a fucking heritage test, one of them joins, then we'll actually know. I was told I'm Irish, Danish, Scottish, English, and German, Irish, German, Danish, Scottish, English, Irish, German, Danish, Scottish, and English. But I feel like I look like I have some black in me, and like Spanish or something. My mother's father, my grandfather, I never knew him. He died when he was 60. It was before I was born, by however many years, I'm not even sure. But he looks like it's his nose. He looks like he's like Spanish. And then so I got his nose a little bit, and my grandfather, my father's nose is my Grandpa Kofod, rest his soul, rest Grandma Kofod's soul. Yeah, and I see a lot, like, not just them. I think, honestly, this is what the truth, like, I see some of my family that is good, like, on my face. Like, I can see that. Like, I do see a little bit of both my grandmas in here. I don't see my parents or my sister at all. I see kind of my Uncle Charlie's mouth a little bit, like, and my son, I see that too. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I see that. But yeah, he's, rest his soul too. My parents stole his house. The fuck is that? Why do you think that's okay? And like nobody's gonna say that. Like, that's okay, and I'm supposed to respect you, not say that. I took care of him too. You think my mother gives a shit? Like, respect me or appreciate me that I did that? I dropped everything and took care of him. I know he appreciated that, and I know he's not mad at me that I didn't get to continue, because that was my parents' fault when they threw him in a nursing home, and then he died before a year. He was living there for less than a year. That's bad. But again, I don't want to be such an asshole and talk about my mother like this, but I feel like this is karma, I guess, because as many times as I've done this on here, it's got to be torture for her every time. But again, this is, God wants me to tell people this, because it's not being taken serious enough. Like, I do believe it's just so much evidence, just like my parents and their cult relationship with my sister, and they didn't want me to know. And so in 2010, they try to set me up and look crazy. I'm not saying I don't have any issues, but my issues are because of them. But I've got a lot of therapy. I think that's a kid with the speaker again. Everybody got speakers around here. Somebody else said. Anyways, there's a lot of artists out there, if you notice. Like, I be hearing people's music, and I don't be knowing who anybody is. I don't be knowing who anybody is until they're, like, famous, because, I mean, for the most part, there's too many of them. Like, I don't know. I try to focus on my shit with making music. Plus, I was working with so many people in the past that it was just, like, if you're serious about anything, you gotta really focus on it, I guess. I make a lot of good music, so, and then I don't just sit there and listen to the radio all the time. I wasn't never that person, but I used to have, man, I had some good music back in the day, and I was a teenager, and so for Christmas, I had got a burner thing on my computer, and then they had the Napster shit, the Napster back in the 90s, 2000s, and you could download music for free, because it used to be, they would charge, and then you see, so I was held part of that bullshit, and then, how musicians don't get money, so here, you know what I mean, I can't get mad at, I can only be mad at myself for being part of that. Like, no, I didn't work for Napster, but I downloaded music for free, so shit. I'm still trying to figure that mess out, or I will, moving forward. Again, I'm still trying to just promote the most stability in my life, like just have it grounded, like, and not collapsing type of stability. And in order to obtain that, the psychopaths, my parents and my sister, they can't have that freedom to come and terrorize me. And when I say come terrorize me, they can't send goons. They can't stalk and harass me and say bad things on my social medias and shit. Like, all of that, like, once I actually would get an actually order of protection, then they could get in trouble. And I kind of did have one before, so I don't know how that works. It was short, and then they tried to pay people to, like, erase it, like, its existence. But it was going on from February 2025 till at least the summer or some shit, but of 2025. And then February 2026, I went back because of that, the threatened to unalive me on, I know, I sound like the internet. Yeah. They threatened to, like, sleep paralysis. This was on my live on February 13th. So that's why I went and tried to get the order of protection. It just, I didn't continue to pursue it because I was tired. It was just playing too many games. Like, they had people, they had their goons, they had people trying to tell me there was no court and all this stuff. Like, yeah, that happened. And then I'm just like, you know what? Let me get the hell out of here. Like, meaning that house, like, all of that. And I did. So I just don't need any more serious things to have to focus on. Like, come on, you know, instead of this and me and my kids and our lives, like, stability, the things you take for granted. And, like, that was kind of why I was a little stirred up over the church today. What is that fucking movie called with Ice Cube and them, and Cat Williams was in it too. Is it called First Church? There's an actual church called First Church. That's what I'm trying to think. I don't even know. You can look it up. I can't look it up right now while I'm on here with y'all. So if you was wondering, anybody, I would have been doing, I actually just made music yesterday, but I can't play it on here for you or make a video until I get another device to play it on and stuff. So excuse me. There's another one coming. Anyway, so yeah, I enjoyed my little desserts with coffee a little bit. You know, yeah, I want to, like, eat a good, you know, like, just, like, I can't just, like, cook all this food and then try to shove it in this little ass fridge. And then I'm just, you know, preparing for my future at the present time. Oh, some cop cars. Now I'm just thinking of Paw Patrol. Stupid, I know. Well, I actually literally said that on a song yesterday for the baby. Yeah. You know, she was in the studio with me as well. I wanted her to enjoy the music she's making or whatever, you know. I was trying to get her to sing and stuff. It's just funny because she will, like, sing her little heart out when I'm not recording her at times. Yesterday, okay, my phone apparently.